Hey guys, what's up? So, just been doing a little bit of testing today, a little bit of World of Warcraft gameplay. So I hit a wall, not literally, but usually what happens is I get all hyped up and ready to go, get all my equipment ready, green screens up, microphones plugged in, cameras focused and doing good, and then I get tired as fuck. That's the downside to being in your early 40s. You start to realize that you're going to be getting tired sooner, quicker, faster. But I've also heard that as you get older, you require less sleep, I guess. So anyway, I'm logged into my World of Warcraft account. I am on my level 60 Death Knight. I just reached level 60, which is the new level cap in World of Warcraft. Hit that last night, so pretty excited about that. And that's pretty much it. I'm trying to remember how I did this, because there was a way that you could peel away your entire user interface so that all that was remaining would be the world around you, and all this down here along with your nameplate and your character portrait, they all disappear. But apparently I seem to have forgotten how to remove that, and or it is no longer available in the game. Probably just gonna fly over to Nagrand, over this little sea, which I believe is called the Zenga Sea, Zenga Ocean, or Zenga Bay, or some weird shit like that. It's called the Zangar Sea. Okay. Which in Burning Crusade, this entire area is called Zangamarsh, which is a dried out version of this this area. So we're just gonna explore a little bit, maybe get a little bit of higher altitude, and then just kind of run through here. So this is all zones and areas from the Warlords of Draenor expansion for World of Warcraft. This is one of the really great areas of the game. It's called Nagrand. It's not a whole lot different in the Burning Crusade expansion as it is in this Warlords of Draenor expansion. It's just, it's a little bit like, this is like 35 years earlier, before the sundering of this world, where it was basically shattered in pieces. Great looking area. There's a lot of woods, there's some mists in the background, there's a lot of structures. These are ogre and orc structures. Pretty much this is basically the homeland, the home world of the orcs, the adopted home world of the Draenei, who play on the Alliance side. And yeah, this is pretty much the World of Warcraft Draenor edition. We're gonna go flying over just some different parts of this zone. It's just an amazing area to fly around. The only difference, I would say, just right off the bat, from the Burning Crusade expansion Nagrand versus the Warlords of Draenor Nagrand, is a lot of these areas, let's say these pillars, right? They're kind of like, they're I guess they're to show kind of like water erosion or something like that. Well, the elemental forces and the gravitational pulls of the world is just completely messed up in flux in the Burning Crusade version of this zone. And a lot of these areas, a lot of these things, like this thing right here, they're actually floating in the air. Like, they've got trees and waterfalls and all kinds of weird shit like that, and they're all just like floating in the air. That's one of the main differences. A lot of the foliage and the animal life are a little bit more, I don't know, they're kind of crystallized because of the destruction, just the destructive force of the when this planet was sundered. But yeah, this is the Warlords of Draenor version of Draenor. So the other distinctive difference in the Burning Crusade version of just Draenor in general is that it's not called Draenor, it's actually called Outland. It is the remains, the remnant of the homeworld of the orcs Draenor. But yeah, this zone is beautiful. I mean, there's a lot of just crazy primordial architecture. There's caves, and there's oceans, and there's rivers, and there's these big huge ogre strongholds that were a pretty big and relevant thing in Draenor, which you really don't get to see that part. You don't think about that much when you're playing the retail version of the earlier expansions of this game. But it's kind of cool to realize that, yeah, ogres had a really big, huge, established society that pretty much was, you know, kind of all but destroyed when this planet was destroyed. And only a surviving few of the remaining members of the ogre race are actually in World of Warcraft in the early days. So it's kind of interesting to see that, you know, they had their own little society before this. They had this is Highmaul. This is one of the I think it is the biggest ogre stronghold in all of World of Warcraft. So that's kind of pretty cool to see. Let's see. Let's try and go fly across this zone. So you don't really get a good gauge of what's in the distance, but we're going to fly over to what I believe is Taladar. Taladar is the zone where Shatrath City is located. I think it's Tekaro Forest in the Burning Crusade expansion. There's a lot of other races now that I'm thinking about it. There's the, it's like a bird race called the Arakoa, or Arakoa is what they're called. They're a really big relevant race that you don't see a lot of in the Burning Crusade. I think they're in some parts of the game. I'm not really sure what zones they're in the Burning Crusade, but they're I guess they are kind of left over, not completely gone. There are no broken Draenor in this version of the game because they haven't been broken yet, because the planet hasn't been broken yet. This one over here is called, I want to say it's called Gramashar. Let's see if I'm right about that. Oh, it's Gramashar. What did they say? What did that say? I think it said, oh, Gates of Gramashar. So Gramashar is kind of like the Iron Horde stronghold in Nagrand. I think it's founded by Garrosh Hellscream and Gramash Hellscream, his father and son. It's kind of like where they're trying to revitalize and reinvent the Orcish race. Pre-demon corruption. But they don't get demon corrupted, at least not all of them do, at least not right away. They don't get demon corrupted right away. Here's another little stronghold of the ogres. Just a fucking amazing game, man. Some of the shit that these people think of. And it kind of blows my mind that things have gone so bad and so to shit recently with Blizzard and World of Warcraft, because this game is fucking amazing. This game is just an amazing experience to have. We're going to fly over through the, I think it's the Arkandun. It's kind of like a mausoleum, I think. It's where a lot of Draenor, you know, high priests and paladins, or exarchs as they call them on Draenor. So I made another video a couple of days ago about the origins of the Magheart orcs. Magheart orcs originated from this planet. But Magheart basically means like uncorrupted or unbroken, something like that. And they are basically the precursors to just the regular old fell orcs in the World of Warcraft. You know, one of the original races of the Horde. And so the reason why I bring that up, and we're flying past Arkandun, it's kind of like this focal point of the light, or at least it's like a mausoleum of light-wielding, you know, Draenor. And what's crazy is when you go through the quest line for the Magheart orcs, the Magheart orcs are actually devoted to the light at that point. And I think there's actually a couple of paladin and or priests. I know that Magheart can actually be priests. Something happened in the future version of this planet, which is kind of like a side-by-side reality to the regular basic World of Warcraft timeline. I never was a really big orc playing character, but it leaves you kind of curious about what happened once we left this planet, because obviously this was 2 or even 3 expansions ago. The side questing thing to unlock Magheart orcs as an allied playable race, you get a glimpse into what happened into that world, and I'm assuming that that's got to be canon, because I mean the Magheart orc playable race is canon, so you would only imagine that the storyline itself is kind of part of canon, although it's considered an alternate universe. It's a little freaking weird that the way that they kind of incorporated that into the story. So we're probably going to fly over to Shadow Moon Valley, which is right over this hill here. This is actually where the Alliance garrison location is. You look, let's see right here, there's docks. There's the little city, town, village thing over there. This is a whole alliance area right here. If I landed, I'm sure, being a Magheart orc, I would probably get attacked by these alliance characters. Yeah, there's a whole entire alliance squad of people right there. I'm gonna fly up and over this hill just to see what it looks like, because I don't think there's anything here. It's Lunarfall, it's contested area, but it's mostly just a bunch of human lumberjacks walking around, which is a little hilarious. This would be the Alliance stronghold, the Alliance garrison area, if you were to be an Alliance player at this particular location on the map. That's just amazing. I mean, if you stop right here and you just look at the trees and the leaves and the creatures running around, it's pretty amazing and cool. I'm going to check the map really quick. There's a couple of lock boxes. There was a time in the past where you could go through here and pick up all these lock boxes, and they would give you a huge significant amount of experience when leveling your character. I think they have since nerfed those boxes, so you don't get as much experience points anymore. There is a dungeon over here called Shadow Moon Burial Grounds, which we're not going into. We're just going to fly over them. Pretty interesting area. Pretty interesting, you know, kind of like this sort of warlock, shadow magic sort of like, you know, theme over here. You got the cobwebs, and you got the purple braziers and the regular, you know, red lit torches. You got prophets and priests and warlocks and all that sort of thing over here, so that's kind of cool. Where am I at? I'm right here. I think we're going to turn back north. We may end up just flying all the way back to our own garrison, and that's pretty much it, guys. You know what, I'm back at the garrison, about to lock down for a while, and you know what, pretty good day. Appreciate it, guys. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button, and have a good day. Be safe.